What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cardboard Drafthouse. My name's Ryan.
This is Dante.
And today we are playing a small box game. It's called Big Sur. This is the first edition of our Small Box Sunday games. You might be asking yourself, what the heck is Small Box Sunday? It's not a thing. It's the same as Taco Tuesday. It's the same as Freaky Friday, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe you don't have enough time to play a full-on game session on a Sunday, and so you bust out the little box game to get that 30 to 45 minute fill. Maybe we'll post it on a Sunday. Maybe you'll watch it on a Sunday. We don't know. You can eat a taco any day of the week. You can watch this any day of the week. But welcome to Small Box Sundays here at the Cardboard Drafthouse.
Nice.
Today we are drinking. What are we drinking?
We are drinking this Highway 1 and Done Hop Fuse West Coast IPA, DIPA.
Double IPA.
By Humboldt Sea.
Mm-hmm. It's one and done because it's an 8%er.
Yep, we'll be drinking more than one.
Big Sur is actually on Highway 1. And so this was literally the most perfect pairing that we could have ever hoped for when playing this game. So let's get to the game. We all start with 2 cards in our hand that are dealt to us at the beginning of the game. And the only thing you're required to do on your turn is take 2 cards from the market here, which is this bottom row. You can draw any of the face-up cards into your hand, or you can draw off the top if you'd rather. Second phase, optionally, is building parts of the road out into your highway. And to do this, you'll just spend any of the resources that's shown down here in the corner of the card by discarding other cards from your hand. So if you look up in the top right of the cards, it shows a resource type. If you discard a card, you're generating one of that resource that can then be spent to build a piece of road out into your highway. You can build as many pieces of road into your highway as you want on a turn. There's no limit. You just have to be able to pay for them. If you ever build a piece of road and it's got this symbol down here in the bottom right, this is a permanent resource that you can always use once per turn. So this is sort of a tableau builder that you'll eventually have permanent resources built up and be able to build more and more cards as the game goes on. Some cards will show an additional scoring condition that will score you more points at the end of the game if you have them in your highway. And finally, the third phase of a player's turn is to claim a landmark. If you've built a stretch into your highway that's got 3 icons of the same type, you can claim one of the landmarks and place it above one of the cards in your highway. And those will give you some sort of endgame benefit or ongoing bonus throughout the game as well. You do want to build stretches into your highway, which is having 3 symbols of the same type all next to one another. So this right here would be a stretch. And at the end of the game, you're going to count up the amount of miles shown, and it'll score you that many points. So this is 2 and 1. That would give you 3 points at the end of the game. If you had this one included in the same stretch, you're getting an additional point. So this would be worth 4. When you place cards out into your highway, wherever you start, you can only place cards on one end or the other. You can never slide in the middle of other cards. So we're going to be extending on either side and trying to match up these symbols into our highway. And so players will continue taking turns doing all of these actions, drawing the cards and optionally playing cards or optionally claiming landmarks until this deck runs out. And once the deck runs out, the game ends and we're going to score up our highways. We're going to take a nice little drive, dude.
Yep.
So yeah, we're just going to get started playing, and anything else we'll explain along the way. We just need to figure out who's first player, dude.
All right. Odd or even?
Oh, damn. We're doing this. Even. You changed that. Oh, it's fine. Highway 1. I should have known.
Exactly.
You got me. All right. Dante's first. We're going to look at our cards here, and we're off and running, dude. We're off and driving. I guess we're driving, huh?
Yeah. Remember not to drink Highway 1s and build highways. I know I can build it. Okay, I'll take this and take this. I am going to build this by discarding a water and a hat. And then I'm going to put, I think, the water at the top, and that'll be my recycle.
When you discard cards in this game to pay for other cards, they go into a discard pile. And whatever you have on top of your discard pile actually gives you that resource as well, just like having something in your tableau that you can use once per turn. So right now, Dante has a free rock and water that he can use on a future turn.
Yep. And then if you were to use this and cover it and have a new one, you cannot use the new one. You can only use this stack once per turn.
Yeah.
Well, that's my turn. I cannot claim any of these. Refill, and it's your turn.
I think I'm going to take this, and I will take this, and I'll be building this into my tableau here. I'm going to start over here. And so I need to discard hard hat and iron. I will do that, and I think I'll put the hard hat on top, I suppose. So I'll put the hard hat on top. And that was it. These are going to flip back out. And I can't claim a landmark, so it's Dante's turn.
All right, I am going to, this is what we're going to do. I'll take this one and this one. I am going to use this stone and discard these two as my steel and my wood. And I'll put the steel on top, I think. And I'm going to connect this, which now gives me a stretch. And I'm gonna grab this one that says score 1 point for each 3 mouse card in your highway, which I just made one, so that is actually getting me 1 point already.
Nice job, man. Alrighty, what am I working with here?
Which is fine. So you just go one side to the other side. You're fine. Yeah.
I'm going to take this card right here. I'm going to take this card right here. And I will go ahead and build this 1 mile stretch, which doesn't match any of the icons here, but they're both 1 mile stretches. They both have this ongoing resource that I'm going to be able to use. I need to discard iron and stone, which I do have here in my hand. So I will go ahead and put stone on top. No, let's put the iron on top. And then we're flopping out 2 new cards, 1 and 2.
Man, do we both have no cards on hand? Crazy.
That is kind of crazy. Yeah.
Oh, as a free action, also, you can actually discard 3 cards and make one of any one thing, but nobody has 3 cards, so you can't even do that.
Really?
Yep.
That seems like so much.
Yep. Wow. Well, that is something you can do. It's expensive. Doesn't seem worth it, though.
Does not seem worth it.
So we'll take this, because I can just make this. I'll take this. Maybe I can make this work. So we're going to start a new stretch. We're going to go over here. And again, I already have this and this. So I can just play this. And that's all I can do. But now I have an additional steel to add. Go right in.
Yeah, so I'll take this card right here, and I'm going to draw off the top for this wood. And I'm going to discard the wood. I'm playing this card here. And so I discarded the wood, and I do have a permanent hard hat. So I'm able to play that card right there, which is now giving me a permanent iron as well. I still don't have a stretch, so I can't claim any landmarks. It's pretty sweet. Maybe soon.
Maybe soon. I think I might have to do a turn where I just don't play anything. Because I want something that makes wood.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'll take this one then. I mean, this requires wood to make wood, so that's a problem. And this does not. We're just gonna take this. This is gonna require eventually a hat, so I need to take something with a hat. I'll take this. And I cannot play anything. Yep, so you know what? I'm just gonna take a turn off and not play anything and just say go.
I feel you. All right, so I'm gonna take this card right here, and I will take this card right here. And I'm going to play this card right here. And I've got wood showing from the discard pile, so I'm using that. And then I've got a permanent hat right here, so I can play that for free. That's now in my tableau. I'm not playing this card just yet, but I now can claim this, which I do kind of need to scooch down just a little bit here. And I'll put this landmark right there, since I've got 3 tulips now in a row. That is me. Let's refill these.
I mean, I definitely need this because I don't have any water. And I think I'm going to take this. Sure. Okay, so I want to play some cards. I want to play this. So it's going to stop my water, but whatever. It requires a hat and a water. So we're going to discard that. And then we'll put, we'll just put the water on the hat on top. So now I have a permanent wood, which I'm not going to use, but I should have played this first. Oh no, that doesn't do anything. Okay, and then I'm going to play this for a steel and a stone, and this scores 1 point for every flower icon on my road, and I'm kind of starting a mountain stretch. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take this card right here and this card right here. And I can play this card, I believe, just for free straight up. If I put it right here, I can use my discard pile, I can use my permanent hat, and I can use my permanent water. Play that. And so then I can claim a landmark. I'll claim this water one. And this says, on the highway card below, I can use the persistent material twice per turn. So I'll put that right here above the water. So now I can use that water twice on a turn if need be. So that flips out, that flips out, and that flips out.
All right, for my turn, I think I'm gonna take this to start some mountains. This one I can just play because I have stone and wood. And can I build anything else? I don't think so. Nope, so I don't have water. All right, so that does complete a mountain stretch. So I'm gonna just read this one first. Oh, it makes it into a wild. Now we're taking this. So this one, on a highway card below, you may use the vegetable material as any type of material. It makes it wild. That sounds great. All right, go right ahead.
Okay. Definitely want this card here. And I don't love any of these others, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to just take this off the top. So now phase 2, I'm going to build some cards here. I'm going to build this using the wood from my discard and my hat here. So that one is played. Then I will play this card here using the wood from this. So I already used this wood. We'll use the wood from here and then my water. So I played that one for free. Then I'll play this card at the end of my stretch over here. And I will use, I've already used this wood and this wood, so I'll use this wood right here. I will discard this for stone and use my iron on this card here. So I played all of those. Done with all my card playing. Now I can take landmarks, and we'll take this one right here. Score 1 point for each 2 mile card in my highway, and we'll just put that right there. That flips out, and that flips out. And it's your go.
Okay, I am going to take this card and I'll take this. Okay. So we're going to play this right over here. This requires a steel, which I have right here, and a water, but I'm going to use this as my water because of the card.
It's wild.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Take that back. Well, we'll just play this. We'll do this here. There's a steel, a hard hat, and we'll make this water. I think that's all I'm going to do right now, just because I'm building up to something. So just go ahead.
All right, so we are refilling. I have no cards in my hand starting this turn. No. I'll take this card, and then I'll also take this card. And I'm going to have to shift my cards over because I'm building on the end over here. All right, we readjusted some cards here so we can hopefully fit a little bit more on the table. I am playing this here at the end of my stretch. It requires stone, which I have here on my discard pile, and hard hat, which I've got right here. So I can play that for free. That is all I'm doing for this turn right now. So this will pop out and this will pop out.
I think I don't like any of these cards.
Rip them off the top, baby.
You know what? I'll still take this, I guess. I'll take this. And I will take one from the top, I think. I'll take this just because it makes water. I might not play, but whatever. All right, so we're going to play, but we're going to build this. And we're going to do, we'll make this a water, and we'll use this for the hat. So hat, water. And now, I'm going to play this right over here. It requires water, which I just played, and steel. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that. This now makes a forest stretch. So, might as well. On the side, I use it twice. I can use, this makes, I can use water twice. Just pretty, maybe something I can definitely use. So yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. I believe I'm going to take this card right here, and I'm going to take this card right here. And how can I do all of this? Let's see. Stone is my my big crux. All right, I'm going to play this card right here, and I'm going to have to shift down a little bit again, y'all. Highway's getting long, you know? So I need stone, which I've got here in my discard pile. I need water, which I've got right here. And then I need hard hat, which I've got right here. So that one's good. And I don't know if I can play the other card that I wanted to play. Yeah, that's all I got for this turn right now. but I am going to claim a landmark since I've now got 3 wheat over here. And we're just going to take this one that scores 4 points because we're getting close to the end of the game. And put that right there.
Yeah, this is our last turns.
Our last
Well, this is my last turn, yeah.
End of the road, as they say.
Which makes me sad. And I think I want to take this. Hard hat. I do have wood. So yeah, we can actually build this. Oh, definitely took one. Let me see. I can build this, put over here. I can definitely build this. There's water, which I do have. I do have steel, which is here and here. I mean, here and here. That's that one. This one needs a wood, which I do have a wood. And I need a hard hat, so I have that. Or I have a hard hat there. So those are done. If I wanted to build this makes 2 waters. So I have a water. I need another steel, which I can discard the card, and I do have a stone. So I could build this here. This will be a discard, and I don't think I can build any of those, regardless of what I take. So, okay. So we'll just grab this just for... There's just the steel, and I do have the stone. And I'm not just gonna play this, and then I can take a flower landmark because I didn't make that, and this is double the miles. I will just do this one because this is the highest one that I have. Yep, and that is it for me, and that is my game.
Let's see, what can I do here? Dang it, dude, I'm 1 iron short. That's wild.
It sounds magical. I love it.
So I'm going to draw off the top here and take this. And I think I have everything to be able to build what I need at this point. So I suppose I'll just draw this. All right, so I'm going to build this over here. I know that's kind of off the edge, but I need hard hat and water and iron. And so I've got hard hat, water, iron. So that card is good. And then I am building this over here at this end, which needs wood, which I've got here. It needs rock, which I have in my discard, and it does need another iron, which I do have to discard for. So I'm going to discard iron there. And that is me. I am done. I can't claim any more landmarks. I'm done. That is the end of the game.
Did it.
We kind of did it. So our stretches. So I've got a stretch here in tulips, and that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got a stretch here for the fields, which is 3, 3, 6, 7, 8. I've got a stretch of water here, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No stretch. Oh, yeah, tulips right here for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a forest stretch right here for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Those are my stretches.
One here for flowers for 6, 3, and I have one here for forest for 1, 2, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now here for tulips again for 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one for fields for 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one for mountain for 1, 2, 3, 4 for 8.
All right. So then bonuses, which are the 2-mile cards. So the level 2 cards all have a little bonus on them. I have 2 of them in my highway. This one says score 1 point for each type of scenery in my highway. And so I've got tulip, field, water, mountain, and forest, 5.
Yep.
And then this one says score 1 point for each ocean icon in my highway. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ocean icons. Welcome to Ocean Avenue, you know what I mean?
I have score 1 point for each stretch of my highway, which is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. And I have score 1 for every flower icon, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Same exact bonuses on that. So then our landmark cards. I've got, this one just says score 4 points straight up. This one says when scoring, add 3 miles to this highway card below. So, I mean, theoretically you could add it there, but it's basically just giving you 3 points. So I'll put a 3 right here. And then score 1 point for each 2 mile card in my highway, which I only had the 2. So that's 2 more points there.
I have double this, so just 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
And then score 1 point for every 3. So 1, 2, 3, 3.
All right. That's it?
That's it.
All right, let's tally these up, dude. All right, so after a quick tabulation here, it looks like I came out with 55 points and Dante came out with 44 points.
Yep.
Felt a lot closer than that. I thought you were killing me, dude. You had such big stretches here.
No, your stretches had more points than mine.
Yeah, getting this like 4 and 3 right at the end just for an extra 7 points was pretty nice. Well, good game, man.
Yeah.
Highway 1 and done. So that was our small box Sunday playthrough of Big Sur. Hope you enjoyed that leisurely drive down the highway with us.
Yeah, so you can see freeways don't fit on tables, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Whole freeway probably wouldn't fit on a table.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us on this nice Sunday. Maybe you're probably watching it on Taco Tuesday. We don't know.
Yep. As always, remember to like, subscribe, comment, tell us where we built wrong, where we could have done better. If it looks fine on the screen, because again, it took off almost all of it for a small box game.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know what your favorite small box game is. We want to know. We want to play it here in the Drafthouse.
Yeah. As always, remember to drink and play responsibly.
Definitely.
And we'll see you next time.
Have a nice drive.
Bye, everyone.